Tunde was a man who blended into the background of his workplace, always seeming modest and frugal. No one ever suspected the quiet, humble accountant of doing anything extraordinary. He wore the same old shirt and trousers every day, his shoes well-worn but functional.
Before we go further, like, comment, and subscribe to enjoy more thought-provoking stories like this and the lessons they leave behind.
The company never seemed to notice anything wrong with him, his work, or his finances. But beneath the surface, Tunde was living a secret life. For months, he had been diverting small amounts of money from the company into his personal account. He was smart about it, only taking small sums that no one would notice. He used this stolen money to build a house for himself and his family in an upscale neighborhood of the city. Tunde had carefully crafted a facade of modesty, never letting anyone suspect that he was anything but an ordinary accountant. He lived in his humble clothes while secretly building a dream home for his family. The company, though, never saw the signs. The accounts were rarely audited, and their financial systems were weak. Tunde took full advantage of this, slowly siphoning money over time to fund his construction project. Every brick laid was a step closer to his escape from the life of mediocrity he had been living. He knew the risks involved. If anyone caught on, he could lose everything. But Tunde was careful, and everything seemed to be going according to plan. However, there was one thing Tunde hadn't accounted for: Amina, the company's sharp and diligent financial controller. Amina had always been meticulous in her work, and when she started noticing some irregularities in the accounts, she couldn't ignore them. Small discrepancies began to add up, transfers here, withdrawals there. At first, it seemed harmless, but Amina's instincts told her something wasn't right. Her suspicions grew, and she began investigating further, cross-referencing accounts and digging deeper into the company's finances. What she uncovered shocked her. Someone had been systematically diverting funds into an external account. The numbers didn't lie, and it soon became clear who the culprit was. The money had been going into Tunde's personal account, and the amount had accumulated to millions. Amina immediately alerted the management team. The company was furious and felt deeply betrayed. They had trusted Tunde for years, and now it was clear he had been using his position to steal from them. An internal investigation was launched, and the company's legal team began to prepare for action. The police were informed, and a plan was set in motion to arrest Tunde and recover the stolen funds. But by the time the authorities arrived at Tunde's house, he was already gone. He had anticipated the investigation and made plans to flee the country. With his family, Tunde had escaped to the nearest border, crossing into Benin Republic, leaving nothing behind but the trail of his deception. The company was stunned. How had he managed to cover his tracks so well? As the police combed through Tunde's house, they found only remnants of his deceit. There were no valuable items left, no signs of the money he had stolen, just empty rooms and the echoes of his absence. It became apparent that Tunde had used his time wisely, setting up false identities, opening new bank accounts, and moving the stolen funds in a way that no one could trace. Tunde's escape was nothing short of brilliant. His years of careful planning had paid off. But as the company sat in shock, realizing that their trusted accountant had taken off with millions, the question remained: would they ever recover from this betrayal? The hunt for Tunde was just beginning, but for now, he had outsmarted them all. Tunde's story reminds us that no matter how well we think we're covering our tracks, truth has a way of surfacing. It's important to maintain integrity, trust, and honesty, especially in business and personal relationships. Lessons 1. Integrity is key. Betrayal often stems from people we trust the most. Tunde's actions teach us the importance of ensuring we protect the integrity of our businesses and relationships. 2. Never underestimate diligence. Amina's attention to detail is a reminder that no deception is too small to go unnoticed. Diligence, consistency, and thorough checks matter. 3. The cost of deception. Tunde's escape came at a price. Though he managed to evade the authorities for a while, his actions left irreversible damage to his life and reputation. 4. Preparation is power. Tunde's well-executed escape shows how preparation is critical, whether for success or deception. It's vital to be prepared for whatever outcome you might face.